Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone is having a fantastic night, evening, late afternoon. It is a beautiful day. We got to soak up these last few days of summer. Apparently, summer's over, but I say summer goes until it's not nice out anymore. But yeah, y'all, I hope everyone's doing good. I feel like it's been a few weeks since I've posted. I've just been figuring some things out in my own life. I've been a little busy as well, but I knew I definitely had to get on here and say what up, lend a peace of mind, maybe. The last few weeks have been real transforming for me in my personal life, my work life, my family life, and then in the collective life, the collective aspect and view of things. Things have been different all over, you could say. But not everything is always bad. That's where we gotta watch how we label things. Because it's easy to say that unfavorable circumstances that you may experience or be going through is a bad circumstance. It's easy to think, what am I doing wrong in my life? What am I vibrating, or what am I emanating subconsciously that's attracting unfavorable circumstances? It may be circumstances with family. You know, they say blood's thicker than water, so sometimes we have a blind eye to the ways we could be getting used. I'm not saying that's my circumstance, but it's just an example. Maybe individuals you thought were friends, you find out really aren't. Maybe certain things that you've just been used to, you are finding out and realizing at this time aren't suiting you, aren't meeting your needs anymore. Your old coping mechanisms, the old ways you used to cope just ain't hitting the same anymore. I feel collectively a lot of people are feeling strife. Maybe not in all aspects of life, but there are many that are suffering at this time, as we all know. And for others, life is beautiful. And that just goes to show that we all have our own path and journey in this life. And also, sometimes ignorance is bliss, simply put. But anyways, the reason why we're finding times of discomfort at this time, the reason why things we were used to, relationships we were comfortable in, are now coming up and being realized is because on a soul level, you are growing. On a soul level, you are evolving. You see, collectively, we're all trying to evolve, and the things that have been hidden, negative, and in the dark are going to have to come to light first before we can move up as a collective. And it all starts with individuals waking up and evolving themselves first, and the collective will come next. But the point is that the frequencies on earth are changing. The frequencies within yourself are changing. On a soul level, you are evolving, and you are ready to. On some level, you know that The circumstances you're living right now aren't what you see your life as forever. We all have goals and ambitions that we would like to see come to fruition one day. But on a deeper level, you know that you're capable of more. You know there is something within you, something deep within you that is seeking and yearning to come out, that wants to be seen, that wants to be known, that wants to be heard. Don't shy away from it any longer. It's your soul. It's who you really are. It's your passion. It's your purpose and what you came here to do. It may not make sense in the moment, but I promise you with due time, it will come together exactly how it should. We don't always realize what greater things are to come when we're always in our comfortable state. When everything is going well in life, well in work, you're comfortable, chillaxing, and there's not much adversity and strife and pain in your life, you do not grow. You can grow, of course, over time, read, but real growth comes from experience. You can read and know all the knowledge in the world, but if you haven't realized it in real time by living, that is not wisdom. That is just knowledge. Knowledge can only get you so far. It can get you very far, but it can't get you to know self. Getting to know self only comes with wisdom and going within. This is a time where many people are going within. This is a time where many people are running to religion, religiosity. And it's because we all know on a soul level, a change is happening. Something greater, something bigger is going to go down. Religiosity would love to have you think it's some rapture or something along those lines. And for a moment, it may seem that way. But things look worse before they get better. The further you pull back a rubber band, the further forward it flies. Everything in life has cycles. It goes down and up. It rots and then it regrows. It burns and comes back more beautiful than it was before. This happens on an individual level, on a family level, on a collective level, on world levels. And that time is coming now. That time is coming soon. And whether you're consciously aware of it or not, your soul is. And it is creating discomfort in your life at this time through where and what you're comfortable in to help you wake up, to help you grow, to get you to go within, to get you to step out of your comfort zone and go and strive towards something that's greater than what your eyes are set on right now. It's to get you to realize who you are and what you're meant to do. It's to get you in tune with your body more, to get you to realize where certain emotions affect you in certain places in your body, how certain people affect certain places in your body, how certain situations make you feel and where it affects you in a certain place of your body. For becoming aware of these feelings is the foundation to beginning to master your intuitive and psychic gifts. Because psychically and intuitively, those messages come through each individual. on a personal level. It's not going to be the same for any two people. So one person might get a feeling in their gut when something is going wrong. Another person may have hair stick up on their neck. Someone else may get a flash of tingle in their body or a shiver. Someone else may feel like something stabbing them in their side. Like, it can be different for anybody, and it doesn't have to be always be something negative. It can be something beautiful as well. Like when you're talking to the person you love, where in your body does it light up? Where does it warm up? Where do you feel an expansion? And not just down there. How does your body and energy react to a friend, to a frenemy, to an adversary, to a boss or a supervisor, to a parent? You begin to see how your body remembers and reacts to all these different energy, people, signatures. And then you begin to come aware of the signatures of things, people, beings, whatever you want to call it, that aren't there, or at least physically. Now, some may not be ready for that level of integration. Some may not be ready for that level of knowing and awareness. And if that's not for you, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything less about you. It just means you're not ready. But now is the time to still go within, no matter what. You may think you know who you are, but I guarantee you, if you really go within, you won't recognize who you thought you were 6 months from now. Life is beautiful, but there is a change. You don't have to be any gifted or psychic or medium or spiritualist or anything to know that the world is in a spin. I'm not going to label it because I know that everything is not what it seems. I know that in order to grow, we need pain. I know in order to grow, we need adversity. We need something to grow through. When a plant is growing its roots, it needs to grow through the soil to be strong. It needs the wind blowing it hard to get sturdy. If it didn't have the wind, if it didn't have the dirt, the things that try to knock it down, it would be weak. So look at the things that may be coming up at this time in your life now. Look at it from a heightened perspective. Don't look at it from the right here, right now. I'm right, they're wrong. They're out to get me. Why can't I get a break? Don't go into it on offensive or defensive mode. Whatever it comes up, whether a relationship, in the family, at work, whatever it may be, a significant other, a random person, do and try your best to see how it is meant to help you. How can you use it as a tool? What is it showing you within you that is unresolved? What emotion is it bringing up, and where is it resonating in your body? Use it as a way to learn more about yourself. Don't allow it to bring you down. Don't allow it to bring you more into a victim mentality. Don't allow it, and use it as a thing to say, haha, I show you, I told you. Don't use it as something to prove to yourself that bad things keep happening to you. That's only going to make things worse. No matter what it is, ask, look, and think and meditate. What is this trying to bring out and through me? What is this trying to show me? And I guarantee you, you will always find a solution, at least the inner solution that helps you evolve a little. Not everything is always to hurt us. It may seem that way in the moment. Take a second to breathe, reevaluate, look from the higher perspective, and pray to your higher self. Align with your higher self and command from the I am presence that it is already taken care of. It is done. And ask your angels, your guides, whatever it is that you pray to, your higher self. If you don't believe or pray to anything else, at least pray to your higher self and your higher guidance. For guidance, for love, for the strength to make it through, and for the situation to be taken care of in other ways. But the one thing you cannot do is give in. Once you do that, it's over. It's down the hill from there. You've now let everything and every being and entity know that you are weak and that's something to be jumped on. And if that's where you're at right now, it is never too late to pull yourself up from your own bootstraps and decide in this moment, I am the commanding presence in my life. It's up to you to decide to be the most powerful energy when you walk in your own life. Not in a hostile way where you're trying to make someone feel smaller than you. Not in that type of way, but in a way where you admit your own energy of knowing who you are, knowing that you are a divine being, you are a powerful being, and you know your worth, and you're going to walk with your head high. Not to belittle and make anyone else feel small or that they're less than you. That's never the goal. And people that think that about you, they're too wrapped up in their own mind, and it's kind of narcissistic in a way. There's nothing wrong with knowing your worth, knowing what you're capable of, knowing how special you are, and holding and emanating that in your vibration and aura. That's how you scare entities away. That's how you keep the lower vibrations away from you. The lower vibrations are terrified of a being that knows its power. Because the second you know who you are, you know that nothing got hold over you. Including attachments and addictions. And that brings me to my next point. It's all an integration process. You may not be able to walk in your full knowing and I am presence in every single moment yet. But you can get glimpses of it. You can hold that vibration for moments and then learn to hold it for minutes. Then you learn to hold it for hours. Then you learn to hold it for an entire day. And then you're holding it for a few days without giving in. And it just keeps going. But for now, focus on tapping into your I am presence, walking in your knowing and divinity just for the moment. Do it just for the moment. If that ends up being a few seconds, 5 minutes, that's awesome progress. Keep doing it. You will begin to see your life change in ways you didn't expect. And maybe physically to every person, it won't be obvious in that moment, but you'll feel it, you'll see it, and that's all that matters. I love you all so much. I know it's been a few weeks, but I missed y'all, man. I'm happy to be on here and give y'all this message. Radical peace and blessings.